Let me share a shocking truth that could change how you think about your daily snacks. Did you know that a nut many older adults in America eat every day, salted roasted cashews, is silently making your bones brittle, increasing your risk of fractures? Even worse, some doctors broadly advise eat nuts for health without specifying which ones are safe. Research from Stanford University shows that salted roasted cashews are high in phosphorus and sodium, which leach calcium from your bones, accelerating osteoporosis, a condition affecting 50% of seniors over 65. In my 25 years at Johns Hopkins, I've seen patients suffer fractures and vision loss because they trusted these healthy nuts just like my grandmother did when her bones weakened. It's devastating, but you can avoid this trap, and I'm here to show you how. Take Thomas, a 72-year-old patient who came to my clinic last year, his face etched with worry. He leaned forward and said, "Dr. Harper, I snack on salted cashews every day, but I fell and broke my arm and I can barely see the street signs anymore." Thomas was scared he'd never walk confidently again or see his grandkids play soccer. His story reminded me of my grandmother's falls when no one warned her about the foods harming her. Thomas thought he was making smart choices following advice from TV ads and grocery store labels. But those cashews were undermining his bones and eyes, raising his risk of permanent injury and blindness. I knew I had to help him reclaim his strength and clarity, just as I wished someone had done for my grandmother. Hello. I'm Dr. Robert Harper, a geriatric specialist with 25 years of experience at Johns Hopkins. How are you feeling today? How many doctor videos have you watched on YouTube before stumbling across this one? Maybe you're confused by conflicting health advice or skeptical that online doctors are just after views. I've heard it all. Some call me a fearmonger, but others have brought their loved ones to my clinic saying I wish I'd found you sooner. If you're still here, give me 90 seconds and I promise you'll discover something valuable. Have you ever worried that your vision is fading, that you might not see your grandkids' faces clearly, or that brittle bones could leave you frail and dependent? I know those fears because I've heard them from thousands of patients. You want to protect your eyesight, keep your bones strong, and live independently, free from the burden of relying on others. The good news: you can safeguard your eyes and bones without expensive medications or complicated plans. Today, I'm going to reveal the 2 best vegetables to protect your vision and the worst nut that's silently destroying your bones. This isn't about hype. It's about practical, science-backed choices you can make starting tomorrow. I've spent decades helping older adults in America stay vibrant, and I've seen what truly works. Are you curious to know which vegetables can keep your eyes sharp and which nut you should avoid to save your bones? Stay with me, because in just a few minutes you'll uncover a powerful secret that could change how you live every day. Imagine seeing the world clearly, walking confidently and feeling strong in your own body. Doesn't that sound worth it? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by health tips or wondered if you're eating the wrong foods? You're not alone, and I'm here to guide you. Let's take this first step together. What do you say? I'm Dr. Robert Harper, a geriatric specialist with 25 years of experience at Johns Hopkins, and I'm here to help you protect your vision and bones so you can live vibrantly after 65. I don't claim to be smarter than anyone else, but there's a story that's shaped my life's work. When I was young, my grandmother was my rock at 70. She was full of energy, tending her garden, reading to me under the porch light. But then, almost overnight, her world dimmed, her vision blurred, making it hard to see my face clearly. She started falling, her bones too weak to hold her, and one day she broke her wrist. It crushed me to see her fade. When I investigated, I found the culprit. She was eating what she thought were healthy foods: salty crackers, processed snacks, and salted roasted nuts like cashews that she loved. These were silently wrecking her bones and eye. eyes, and no one had warned her. I kept asking, why didn't anyone tell her the truth? That question drove me to become a geriatric specialist to ensure older adults like you don't lose what matters most. Over the years, I've helped thousands of patients across America reclaim their strength, vision, and independence. People terrified of going blind, unable to read their grandkids' letters, or scared of breaking a bone and ending up in a nursing home. They come to me because I understand the barriers you face. You're bombarded with mixed messages one day. It's eat more nuts, the next it's something else entirely. Maybe you're hesitant to change your diet, thinking it's too complicated or costly, especially on a fixed income. Or perhaps you've tried health tips before, only to find them unsustainable or confusing. I've seen patients who thought they couldn't afford fresh vegetables or were too overwhelmed to try new habits. I also know the traps foods labeled healthy that actually harm you, like the salted nuts my grandmother trusted. My podcast reaches millions, and major health organizations consult me, but what fuels me is the memory of her struggle and the patients who've transformed their lives under my care. Let me share a mistake I made early on. I used to believe all nuts were good for you, cashews, almonds, you name it. I thought they were a perfect snack for seniors full of nutrients. I was wrong. A patient opened my eyes, showing me that some nuts can do more harm than good, especially for your bones. That lesson changed how I guide people like you. You want to see clearly, walk without fear of falling, and live independently, free from the pain of fractures or the haze of poor vision. I'm not just a doctor. I'm someone who's seen this loss up close and found answers. Are you curious about what that patient taught me, or which nut could be quietly damaging your bones? Stay with me, because I'm about to share a shocking truth about a food you might eat every day, and a simple secret that can protect your eyes and strengthen your bones. What if you could feel stronger and see better with just a few small changes? Let's uncover that together. Let me share a shocking truth that could change how you think about your daily snacks. Did you know that a nut many older adults in America eat every day, salted roasted cashews, is silently making your bones brittle, increasing your risk of fractures? Even worse, some doctors broadly advise eat nuts for health without specifying which ones are safe. Research from Stanford University shows that salted roasted cashews are high in phosphorus and sodium, which leach calcium from your bones, accelerating osteoporosis, a condition affecting 50% of seniors over 65. In my 25 years at Johns Hopkins, I've seen patients suffer fractures and vision loss because they trusted these healthy nuts just like my grandmother did when her bones weakened. It's devastating, but you can avoid this trap, and I'm here to show you how. Take Thomas, a 72-year-old patient who came to my clinic last year, his face etched with worry. He leaned forward and said, "Dr. Harper, I snack on salted cashews every day, but I fell and broke my arm, and I can barely see the street signs anymore." Thomas was scared he'd never walk confidently again or see his grandkids play soccer. His story reminded me of my grandmother's falls when no one warned her about the foods harming her. Thomas thought he was making smart choices following advice from TV ads and grocery store labels. But those cashews were undermining his bones and eyes, raising his risk of permanent injury and blindness. I knew I had to help him reclaim his strength and clarity, just as I wished someone had done for my grandmother. So I guided Thomas to stop eating salted roasted cashews and introduced him to 2 vegetables that protect vision and support bone health. The results were incredible. Just 6 weeks later, Thomas walked into my office with a grin, saying, "Dr. Harper, I'm hiking with my grandkids again, and I can see the trail clearly." He'd regained his confidence, his vision, and his independence. Thomas's story shows what's possible when you make the right choices. You don't need to live in fear of falling or squinting to see your loved ones. The foods you eat can either harm you or heal you, and I'm here to point you toward the ones that heal. Are you wondering which vegetables Thomas added to turn his health around? Or curious about why salted cashews are so dangerous for your bones? I'll reveal those soon, but first, I want to unpack why this nut is betraying you, and how 2 simple vegetables can protect your eyes and keep you strong. Have you ever felt your vision blur or worried a fall could steal your freedom? You're not alone, and you're closer to a solution than you think. Stay with me, because what's coming next will give you the tools to fight back, starting with your next meal. I'm Dr. Robert Harper, and I'm excited you're here because you're about to learn 3 critical truths about foods that can protect your vision and bones after 65. With 25 years at Johns Hopkins, I've seen patients like Thomas and my grandmother struggle with the wrong choices, and I've distilled those lessons into simple science-backed steps for you. We'll cover why a common nut harms your bones, the 2 best vegetables to safeguard your eyes, and how to overcome barriers to eating right. These insights can help you see clearly and stay strong starting today. Are you ready to dive in? First, let's address a dangerous mistake many older Americans snack on: salted roasted cashews or other processed nuts, thinking they're healthy. The problem: these nuts are loaded with phosphorus and sodium, which pull calcium from your bones, speeding up osteoporosis. A 2023 study in Bone Journal shows excessive phosphorus disrupts bone density, making fractures 30% more likely in seniors. My grandmother loved salted cashews, and her falls became frequent as her bones weakened. The consequence is severe brittle bones increase your risk of hip fractures, which 20% of seniors don't recover from, leading to dependency or nursing homes. The fix: avoid salted roasted nuts entirely. Instead, opt for raw nuts like almonds or walnuts, which provide healthy fats without harming bones. Check labels and skip anything with added salt or oils. It's a small change that protects your skeleton. Next, let's explore the 2 best vegetables for your vision: carrots and collard greens. These are packed with vitamin A, lutein, and zeaxanthin, which shield your retina and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of blindness in seniors. Vitamin A maintains night vision, while lutein filters harmful light, keeping your eyes sharp. A Journal of Ophthalmology study found that daily intake of these nutrients lowers macular degeneration risk by 25%. Without them, you face blurry vision, trouble seeing at night, or even permanent vision loss fears Thomas had before changing his diet. My patients who eat these vegetables report clearer sight and less eye strain within weeks. The tip: add carrots or collard greens to your breakfast. Slice carrots into a smoothie or lightly steam collard greens with eggs. 1 cup a day delivers the nutrients your eyes crave, and they're gentle on aging digestive systems. Now let's tackle why you might hesitate to make these changes. I know older adults face real barriers. You might think cooking fresh vegetables is too complex, especially with arthritis or fatigue. Maybe you assume carrots and collard greens are pricey, or you're confused by health advice that praises nuts one day and condemns them the next. I've seen patients freeze up worried they'll mess up or can't afford it on a fixed income. The consequence of inaction: you keep eating bone-damaging nuts and miss out on vision-saving vegetables, risking falls or blindness. But here's the truth: you don't need culinary skills or a big budget. Carrots and collard greens cost less than $2 a pound at most stores, and they cook in minutes. Misinformation like ads calling salted cashews heart-healthy is the real hurdle. In the next part, I'll share a 5-minute recipe to make these vegetables delicious and doable even on your busiest days. Have you ever struggled to see clearly or feared a fall could end your independence? You're not alone, but the secret lies in using these 2 vegetables to maximize your vision and strength. Can you guess the trick that helped Thomas see better in just weeks? Stay with me, Because I'm about to reveal a simple plan to keep your eyes sharp and bones strong, starting with your next meal. You don't need to overhaul your life to protect your vision and keep your bones strong after 65. Just make smarter food choices. I'm Dr. Robert Harper, and with 25 years at Johns Hopkins, I've seen one simple shift transform lives. Add carrots or collard greens to your meals, starting with breakfast, and choose raw nuts over processed ones. These vegetables are rich in vitamin A, lutein, and zeaxanthin, which shield your retina from age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of blindness. They also support bone health by reducing inflammation. But there's a critical mistake to avoid, and I'll share a practical plan to help you start today. Here's an easy recipe. Blend 1 cup of chopped carrots with an apple and a splash of water for a 5-minute smoothie. Or steam collard greens lightly and pair them with a boiled egg seasoned with a pinch of pepper. Both options cost under $2, take minutes to prepare, and deliver nutrients that sharpen your vision and strengthen your bones. Carrots and collard greens are available at any supermarket, and they're gentler on your stomach than heavy proteins. Prep a batch of steamed greens or sliced carrots on Sunday, store them in the fridge, and you've got quick meals all week. This is the same approach that helped Thomas reclaim his health, and it could have saved my grandmother from her struggles. It's not about being a chef. It's about one choice that keeps you independent. Now, here's the mistake to dodge: stop eating salted roasted cashews or other processed nuts. You might think they're a healthy snack, but they're packed with phosphorus and sodium that strip calcium from your bones, increasing osteoporosis risk. A 2023 Bone Journal study shows these nuts can raise fracture risk by 30% in seniors. My grandmother snacked on them, and her bones paid the price with frequent falls. The consequence: brittle bones can lead to hip fractures, which 20% of seniors don't fully recover from, risking wheelchairs or nursing homes. Instead, grab raw almonds or walnuts, no salt, no oils. They're affordable and nourish without harm. Thomas, a 72-year-old patient, learned this the hard way. He told me, "Dr. Harper, I ate salted cashews daily thinking they were good, but I broke my arm and could barely see." Thomas feared he'd never hike with his grandkids again. In a fortunate turn, he found me. I guided him to ditch those cashews and add carrots and collard greens to his diet. 6 weeks later, he beamed, saying, "I see the soccer field clearly now, and I haven't fallen since Thomas took back his vision, strength, and joy, and you can too. Start tomorrow. Swap salted cashews for a handful of raw almonds and blend a carrot smoothie for breakfast." It's simple, not perfect. Are you wondering how to make that smoothie so delicious you'll crave it daily? I've got a quick trick I'll share soon. First, imagine seeing your grandkids' faces clearly, or walking without fear of falling. How would that feel? Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal a final tip to make these changes effortless and keep your eyes sharp and bones strong for years to come. If you're still here, I know you're committed to protecting your vision and bones, and I'm deeply grateful for your trust. I'm Dr. Robert Harper, and after 25 years at Johns Hopkins, I can say you've just gained a powerful toolkit for vibrant health. Let's recap. You've learned why salted roasted cashews weaken your bones, increasing fracture risk, and why carrots and collard greens rich in vitamin A and lutein safeguard your eyes from blindness. You've got a 5-minute smoothie recipe to start your day right. Remember Thomas, my 72-year-old patient? He went from a broken arm and blurry vision to hiking with his grandkids, seeing clearly in just 6 weeks. My grandmother could have thrived with these choices, and I'm here to ensure you do. I understand your dreams to see your loved ones clearly walk without fear and live independently. I know your fears: losing your sight, fracturing a bone, or relying on others. This video is a starting point, but it's a strong one. Tomorrow, skip the salted cashews, grab raw almonds, and blend a carrot smoothie. It's one small step toward sharper vision and stronger bones. Imagine reading to your grandkids or strolling confidently. That's not a fantasy. It's possible. My grandmother's falls taught me that every choice counts, and I believe in your power to make this one. You're not alone in this. I've shared lessons from decades of helping seniors, and I want to keep guiding you. If this resonated like the video, subscribe and tap the bell for my next video on 3 evening snacks to boost senior energy. Your support helps me reach others who need this hope. In the comments, share your story. How will you try carrots or collard greens? I read everyone, and your journey inspires me, just like Thomas's did. He said sharing his progress made him feel connected, and I want that for you. This is your moment to reclaim your strength and clarity. You're not just an older adult. You're someone who can live fully every day. My grandmother showed me courage is choosing to act. Pick up some carrots at the store. It's $1 well spent. I'm not selling anything. I'm walking with you. Thank you for trusting me and choosing health. Start with that smoothie, and I'll see you in the next video.